Mhm.
It's not a hand strap, it's a wrist strap. So if you see, I don't know if those watching you can see, but if you're not watching, take your hand and rub from your little finger. Hold your hand so your palm is face away from you. Take your finger and rub along your little finger, and then you get to the wrist, you're going to see that little bump drops down. You want your wrist strap to be above that on the elbow side of that wrist. So now as you're holding that, your hand can move independently. If you put a hold on that, you can't move your hand. Now, to see the difference between that, hold it out in front of you, grab your hand and pull. Where do you feel the pressure? You feel it in the wrist itself and the shoulder. Now, grab above that joint and pull. You don't feel it in the wrist because there's no strain on it, and you don't feel it in the elbow. You can pull with the back muscles, and that's where you're going to pull, and that's kind
And
of a
definitely keeping that wrist strap from being extremely tight. You want it to be about as tight as maybe a wristwatch. You want some play in it so you can pull through it.
yeah. You just don't want it so loose that it slides over that bone and
Yeah,
onto the hand because now then that moves the release forward, and just on a wrist strap, you take from the tip of the finger, go to the second joint down is where the trigger needs to be, not at the tip of the finger. Firearms, yes, you want it at the tip. Archery releases, you want them that second one. So what you can do is you're going to curl your hand around so it's nice and relaxed, and now you're going to all you can do is just put a little pressure on it. If you don't put pressure on it, it's never going to go off. But as you pull back, you can fire it. I take my wrist strap and my handheld and I shoot them exactly the same. I don't change anything except where my hand touches my face is different. Now my knuckle on the index finger is in that pocket behind the jaw, right at the base of the ear. There's actually a
correct.
pressure point in there. Now, when using the handheld, my ring finger is at that spot, but I have a kisser button and a peep, so the string doesn't change. What my hand can do, it can twist around where hands flat or pointing sideways. That changes, but nothing else changes because the peep, the nose, and the kisser button. So I can shoot either one, makes no difference which one I have.
Yeah,